Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mark Rollins. I'm an attorney here in Washington, D.C. I'm also licensed in the state of Maryland. And today I want you to join me and we're going to talk about distribution of controlled substances in D.C. Now, in order to be convicted of a controlled substance in D.C., three things must be met, and the government must meet these three things in order to convict an individual of distribution or possession with intent to distribute a controlled substance in D.C. First is the person has to knowingly or intentionally have the drug on them, and that means that there must be let's pretend the phone is the drug. That means that you must actually knowingly and intentionally possess that drug, and in this case we're going to say it's the phone. And the other element is that the person has to distribute it with the intent, I back up. The person has to distribute the drug. So if I took my phone, and again we're pretending the phone is the drug, and I pass it to my friend Johnny, that's all that's required for distribution of a controlled substance, if in fact the phone is the drug. Now, I know it's not the drug, but in order to be convicted of that, if I simply pass it, or let's just use more common scenario, the person actually has smoking a joint, and he passes that joint to Johnny, his friend. He could now be convicted of distribution of a controlled substance because, in fact, he passed the joint from Johnny to his friend. Now, how else would we find another scenario like this? That's possession with intent to distribute. Now, possession with intent to distribute means that let's pretend this is the drug, and let's pretend this is a lot of the drug, and it's individually packaged up in such a way that shows that the person who's possessing it has the intent to distribute it. Now, how does the government usually present that case out? They usually put an expert witness on, and that expert witness is typically a police officer who has served in an undercover capacity, and now he actually works as an expert witness as a detective who gets on the stand and testifies and says that this amount, the amount of drugs that's laid out, and again, we're pretending the phone is the drug, that he takes this amount and he says that amount is more consistent with someone selling than it is with someone distributing. And that's basically how the government makes out its case for possession with intent to distribute. Because remember, possession with intent to distribute, the drugs don't have to be found on the person. They could be constructively possessed, as you would have seen in one of our other videos. But let's say they did not find the drugs on the individual, and the detective will get on the stand and he'll say, well, that amount is more consistent with an individual who's trying to distribute the drug. So that's typically how the government makes out the case. Now, the 2, 3, 4 major drugs in the city that are distributed, we have cocaine, heroin, PCP, and marijuana. Now, 3 of those drugs, PCP, marijuana, and cocaine, are all what they call Schedule I substances. And they all carry the maximum penalty, which is 30 years and or $500,000 fine. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that's what an individual gets because there are sentencing guidelines, and there will be another video on that to discuss sentencing guidelines. Marijuana being the lowest at the end, even on a felony possession with intent to distribute marijuana, that carries a maximum penalty of 5 years and or $5,000 fine. So I hope this helps in discussing what distribution and possession with intent to distribute drugs in the city, and I hope it helps you understand that. And again, if you want more help, phone numbers on the screen, simply call us and be more than happy to discuss your case with you and discuss possible defenses with you. So give us a call and we'll be more than happy to talk with you. Thanks for watching and tune into our channel. Thanks.